All I wanna do is write rhymes for a living. I still love her more than chitlins on Thanksgiving. The feeling to willingly move crowds is so thrilling. Even Prince Charles is willing to pay shillings.
Hello world, this is Mark G, and welcome to another installment of Songs in the Key of G. Allow me to set the stage. It's the summer of 1983, and I'm at Tri-State University basketball camp in Angola, Indiana. I was actually voted top defensive player of the camp, in case anybody was wondering. As always, I showed up there with a giant radio and a bag of my tapes, and I was laying in my room after we were done for the day, playing all my favorite songs, which at the time were Curtis Blow, Grandmaster Flash, Treacherous 3, Kumo D, things like that. And some kid wanders into my room, and he said to me, hey, how do you know all this music? So I explained to him how I found it, and it turned out that his cousin was a DJ in New York. Now, to me at the time, there was nothing cooler than a DJ from New York. So he pulls out a tape and pops it in, and he plays for me It's Like That and Sucker MCs. And I was just like, whoa. These guys are rhyming with this super hard style, but with this slow, different cadence. And they're doing it over drum machines and turntable stabs. It was so raw and stripped down, but yet so futuristic. So I was like, who is this, man? And he was just like, there are these MCs from Queens called Run DMC, and they're totally changing the game. And he was right. So Run DMC consisted of 3 members, 2 MCs, Run and DMC, and 1 DJ, Jam Master Jay. Later on, I think it was March of 1984, the Run DMC self-titled album came out, and I found it in the record store. And I brought that thing home and wore it out. I rocked that tape everywhere. Everywhere I went, I played that thing in my JVC box at the loudest volume and totally disturbed the peace. So 1985 rolls around, and it's time for the release of their second album, King of Rock, which I couldn't be more excited about. In the months that led up to the release, there was a release of a 12-inch single of a song called Can You Rock It Like This? That was on the King of Rock album. But the flip side of that was a song called Together Forever, Krush Groove number 4. Now, that was the 4th of the Krush Groove installments. 2 were on the first album. One was Sucker MCs. The other was Hollis Crew. On the next album, King of Rock, Krush Groove number 4 did not make that record. It was just a B-side to Can You Rock It Like This? But Krush Groove number 3 on the King of Rock album is my all-time favorite Run DMC song. And it's a song called Darryl and Joe. And it's a song that not a lot of people talk about, but I love this song. It will forever be my favorite. It's the last song on side 2 when there was such a thing as side 2. And it's beautiful. And here's why. Darryl and Joe was produced by Russell Simmons and the legendary Larry Smith. So the song starts with those hard pounding signature Run DMC drums and Jay on the cuts. Then the first verse begins. Run kicks it off with D quickly joining him in that back and forth style that they have perfected.
Well, I rehearsed, go the first and I'm number 1. Not the best, not the worst, cause the name is Run. And I'm second cause a record that you want to see. An MC like D is not the place to be.
Typically, I like to identify what in the song is my favorite verse. But this song is a little different in the regard that they don't really go verse. They switch off so much that in this song, you kind of have to just pick out your favorite lines. Travel around the world with my mind at ease. No Calvin Kleins, just wearing Lees. Got credit in countries I've never been, 'cause the records I write are in the top 10. So DMC was always kind of my favorite. He just kind of had this quiet toughness about him that I thought was really cool. And one of my favorite lines in the song is when he says, "I don't talk too much, but I got beef. When I kill MCs, I cause grief. Devastating my control is my main goal. My name is Darryl, and his name is Joe." Now, on this particular record, there was a lot more instrumentation than on the prior record, on the self-titled record. They were using more guitars and keyboards, and on this song especially, there is this spacey keyboard line that they keep bringing in and out of it. And I don't know, to me, when I heard it, it just sounded like the future, man. It was so awesome. I would just crank it up and put my radio in front of my face. They would also do this weird reverb where they would bring it in and out on the drums, and just, it was so nice. But my favorite part about it is that at about 3.5 minutes, which is, I guess, long by today's standards, they stop rapping. But then the song continues to vamp out till, I don't know, like another 3 minutes. It's like a 6.5 minute song. And it's all that instrumental with Jay on the cuts. And he is just going crazy. And to this day, when I hear that end part, I get chills. I love it so much. I know the kids today don't want to listen to a 6.5 minute song, but to me, this song is absolute perfection. I wouldn't shave 1 second off of it. So that's the way I feel about Darryl and Joe. I hope you check it out. I really do. And I also hope you like and subscribe to my channel. We're getting a few views, and I was pretty impressed by that, but I have 7 subscribers. No, literally, I have 7 subscribers. So do what you can to help the channel grow. As always, this is Mark G saying, be good to each other. The world needs a little bit more of that. And until next time, peace.
All the real MCs, if you love hip hop, to all the real MCs, come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs, come on. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs, come on. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs, come on. Come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs, come on. If you love hip hop, to all the real MCs.